is going to TP down bot to try and deal with KP here on this Undying. He has not leveled up Tombstone or Soul Rip yet. KP, he will eventually do so and try to fight back. Natsumi is doing the exact same thing, and here comes Q with the Spike Carapace and the Impale trying to put a hold to Lelouch, but he is not giving up. KP will get chased down to the ends of the earth, and they will secure the POS 3 Undying. First blood to the Batrider.
That's a big kill. Timely rotation out.
And at the end of the day, Savage is only 7 CS ahead of Natsumi anyway. He's not having the best lane himself either against this Tide, so... You know, it's not going to be too hard for Natsumi, I'm sure. This Talon will move in. They will spot out AU on the Phoenix, but he will Icarus dive away. Q still going to land that Spike Carapace with the damage of that Icarus dive, and AU eventually might just drop, but Savage ends up going down to Force. Meanwhile, the Onslaught is out from Xavius down towards that bot lane, but he's going to get called up and will drop. Hyde able to take that kill on the Primal Beast. But Savage dies top lane solo to the Tidehunter. Meanwhile, bot, they're still going. Lelouch still trying. KP, he'll drop the Tombstone, but does end up going down as now a nice Impale Q. Landing on 2 of them. That'll be Lelouch to go down. Natsumi, he does at least get the Tombstone. Still a great fight for Talon down a bot lane. My only problem being, John,
they're confident in their late game fights. Lelouch.
Oh, Q. He tried to jump up to the high ground. Still a very nice Impale. Tombstone to be dropped. There's your lasso. And the BKB committed right into the egg. That'll be KP to drop, I think. So he will try to run with the Soul Rip. It's not going to be enough force. Takes him out on the Tide. Maybe they don't get the Tombstone, but who the hell cares? Q, he's going to move back in, but when you see Force in that Tide, you know you can't deal with him. He's got a Wraith Pack and a Hood of Defiance. Makoto, he'll pop the Dream Coil mid lane. He caught 2, and now Savage, he's caught 4 in the Chrono. But do they have the damage? Lelouch dropping low to the Mystic Flare does go down, but now the Ravage out as well. Force gonna try and turn this one around. They will pulverize Savage. Q will cop the Onslaught. Oh, that is an awkward... That is a very... Lasso is there immediately. They found the KP Undying. He'll drop the Tombstone and pop his BKB. He's running out of there. KP is barely going to make it. They will try to get the Tombstone down, but now Savage, he'll jump in with the Chrono onto the Morphling, but the Strength Morphers there in time. He's going to be all right. He will tank through it. Now the Ravage is out. Savage, he'll keep going. He'll keep trying to get the damage out. But Force is a force to be reckoned with once again. He's just tanking through all of this. They'll try on to Xavius instead. Go for the Primal Beast. They will stun him up and lock him down. Savage, he picks up a double.
Oh boy, that was quite the back and forth.
Fire Spirits. They're going to wrap around into that Radiant Triangle. Nobody spotted yet. Q with the Vendetta just rushing forward, trying to find a target. He may spot out Natsumi. Instead, Force is going to be the first one to get seen. As Force, he doesn't have Ravage this time. Lelouch going to jump in for a lasso attempt. Doesn't really want to pop it onto Q yet, but will be forced to onto the Nyx Assassin. They will find one. KP in trouble, gonna pop his own BKB. Still has the Tombstone dropped as well, so they do try to move in onto that Undying. Meanwhile, Force, he will back off. So will Savage and KP, but Xavius, he will pulverize the Void. Savage in big trouble, is gonna time walk away once again. He will survive. KP will also survive for now, but the Onslaught is gonna fly through. KP does get caught out, somehow still alive on the Undying, but the Sunray surely gets the damage out and does. But here comes Savage on the Void once again. He'll drop the egg on the high ground, not allowing Xavius to drop, but Savage, he might go right back in here on this Void and will onto the cliff. Meanwhile, Makoto, he's the one getting the damage out in the backside, finding Lelouch and finding Xavius. Onto AU, they will find the Phoenix as well. 3 down for Polaris. And Talon, they are onto the Roshan once again.
Throughout Roche, they are showing a lot of respect to Polaris. Polaris looking to reform here.
Oh, they've got Chrono.
Lelouch,
another quick blink out on the Batrider, but it may not matter because the Spike Carapace and Impale from Q is going to lock him down. But where's the follow-up?
Hyde?
Yeah.
Roche?
Died to Roshan, apparently. He'll buy back. Natsumi, gonna get bashed up here by Savage, but he's got a double damage rune active. He'll try to fight, but he's out of mana. Makoto, gonna chase him down. Impale's off the mark, but Natsumi, he's gone without buyback. Here we go again. Roshan will get started. Lelouch die like this. Lelouch is going to be just fine. And they will back off. Polaris, they've got to be careful though. Savage, he's got double chrono available now. Looking for some targets.
Kato?
Nobody's showing up yet. Makoto, he's going to get caught by the pulverize. Savage, trying to get within range for that chrono. He's not close enough. He has a time walk. He'll commit it. Lelouch, he does finally get taken up, but there's your buyback on that Bat Rider. Another rock throw, forcing the BKB out from Savage. Meanwhile, Chrono is out again, but he has not caught out Natsumi. He only got the Phoenix AU, and now the Ravage Force. He will try to turn this one around. They've got the Sight device on the Void. Savage somehow still alive. Right? Oh no,
Savage?
he rewinded. He rewinded. That's a misclick. He'll buy back. Q, he's gonna drop as well. Makoto back in onto the Tide, still trying, but Force is too tanky. AU, never mind. Makoto, he'll take him down. Savage right back in, looking for the dieback onto AU. Might just have it, lock him down and take him out. AU's gone for 100 seconds. But they do force some buybacks out from Talon. The one being terrible timing for Talon if they're not careful. Makoto, he's a big target, but he does have A on disc up. He'll blink right in very confidently, trying to buy some information and time for his team to make their way over. Who are they aiming? KP was the target. Chrono on the backside. Natsumi, he got caught out on the Chrono. Savage, he'll refresh another time. Natsumi's gone.
Oh no.
He's got buyback. He'll be back into the fight. No chrono available now for the side of Talon. Force gonna jump in. Still has the Ravage. Does throw it out again. That's the second one available as Q. Will go down on the Nyx Assassin. Another rock throw from Xavius. There's your lasso out onto KB. They've got the Undying, but he is still alive. Instead, they'll go on to Hyde. KB, he's in dire straits. He will be left alone to go down. Polaris. Onto the high ground they go. There are 3 heroes down on Talon. So annoying with that, you know, just being able to just run around. Just no terrain necessary. Dealing damage, just walking over people. Tanking you up. He's got 4.3k HP on this Void. He's tanky. Force. They get jumped. Lasso, meanwhile, on the backside, they do find the Skyrath Mage, so Hyde's going to go down, but Force is in big trouble. They will save with the egg, though. AU is not going to allow it. Savage, he's going to jump in, but the X-Sun is there. They lock him down. He gets no chrono yet. He'll keep going, but there's your Ravage out, connecting on 3 targets. Now the lasso holds down the Void. Savage, he buys back. This is dangerous for Talon. They've got to be careful. Polaris, in the meantime, they lose Lelouch, but the side of Polaris, they're the ones that need to back off now. Natsumi, he's in trouble. He'll die back, or rather just die, but he does have buyback as AU. He will go down. That's an actual dieback on the Phoenix. It's Makoto. We'll keep going. Force will be fine.
Ravage less in the repository. No egg for the next 70 seconds. Another Sight device coming out, this time from Xavius.
Force, get jumped on. KP, he's right in. Force is dropping a little bit lower. Spy Carapace, they caught Lelouch. He's going to be so cautious with the chrono. Going to lock him down, Savage. That's a dieback on the Bat Rider. Another chrono. He's caught Force this time on the Tide. But Force does have buyback. He'll need to commit it here, and will do so as the coil is there, locking down Xavius. Force, he'll move back in, so will Natsumi. The silence is out, the impel locks him down. The Morphling, still fine, but for how long? He'll try to go for the fight, but there's so many silences. Natsumi's gone. That's it. Ravage is out. Force is trying, but there's no follow-up damage. Talon, after 65, 66 minutes indeed, it looks like they have done it. As Force will drop, GG is called. Oh, it was a real back and forth game number 1 here between these two. But what a game 1 it was. We said it would be close, John. I didn't realize it would be this close.
That was just insane from both sides. Polaris have this amazing start. Their lineup just managed to stall out. They didn't mind taking it slow. Talon just couldn't farm. For Talon's part, they were sacrificed.